If you're seeing this reading, it was probably for a reason. I don't believe there's such a thing as coincidences, so if we cross paths, there's probably something you need to hear. I'm the Page of Pentacles. My only accounts are listed above me. If you wanted a personal reading, you would have to reach out to me, and I wouldn't reach out first. Yeah, so I guess with that being said, I was called to Oracle cards. I haven't been called to those for a long time for generals, so these are the ones I use. I pulled, interestingly, Pisces, and we are in Pisces season, so I feel like that's fitting. Look how pretty these are. Anyways, so it says, go with the flow, see the subtleties, know everything's connected, and beware of blurred boundaries. I feel like the last one's going to be the topic today. Dive into the stream of love, show yourself and others, and shower yourself and others with compassion. It's a reminder to everyone and everything, that everyone and everything are more connected than they appear on the surface. Go with the flow, see where that effortlessly takes you. Trust your intuition, attune to the synchronistic, open to the magical, connect with your muses. Your dreams are vessels of awareness, both day and night dreams, and consider how turning into your inner ocean of emotion can help you navigate the shores of life with more ease. Blurred boundaries may enhance your empathy, but watch out that they don't cloud your judgment. The question is, how can you invite more magic into your life? It's supposed to be focused on subtlety, symbolism, and the soulful. So, yeah. I feel like that last line was significant. Don't let blurred boundaries, I suppose, cloud your judgment. So, alright. The Hermit reversed and the Five of Cups. What else? What else? Four of Wands. Oh. Okay. Pisces calls you to be more in connection with other people. So with the Hermit reverse, that kind of aligns with that energy. It's interesting because, like, the Hermit is associated with the Virgo, and this is, like, the sister sign. 222 on the timer. This is a sister sign of Virgo, so it's, like, the exact opposite on the astrological wheel. But this calls you to move outside of yourself, like, look at others, look at the subtleties, the nuances in everyone. With that being said, like, you know how he's, like, not actively, like, engaging in it? Just because you can be empathetic towards people doesn't mean you have to, like, make their problems your problems. And it is a reminder that even through all this, it is important to, like, remember yourself as a priority as well, and keep that view on the horizon, and keep sight of your goals, basically. Four of Swords, Seven of Pentacles reversed, and Eight of Wands reversed. Yeah, so I feel like there's, this is a time to really feel, because Pisces is also very heavy in emotion, intuition, and feeling. With the Seven of Pentacles and Eight of Wands reversed, I feel like this is a time also to slow down and reflect. This is, we're not in Pisces season anymore. I just realized, wait, aren't we? No, we are. I'm totally lying. We actually are, yeah, no. I don't know, I got tripped out so hard there. I thought it was April all of a sudden. Well, see, okay, wait. That's actually perfect. You're trying to skip. You're skipping ahead, like, and you can't skip ahead. You have to, like, let cycles close and end. And Pisces is at the end of the astrological calendar. It's considered the oldest sign, so it's like the December of astrology, basically. And with that being said, it's like, in order to foster better connection, you are needing to take this time to slow down and utilize both your empathy for helping build connection with others, but also to remember how to balance that out with connection, just like with yourself. And then that card I held up, do I still have it? Where'd it go? But it almost resembles, like, with the two fish, it's kind of like the yin yang, and it's like a balance. So it's like there is duality in this, and it's like there is the complexity and nuance of that, obviously. And I feel like this will make you feel a lot more stable and sound within your emotions. 505 on the timer. Yeah, heavy on the stability and soundness, but it will also help you make better decisions and feel more fulfilled. So you can't be skipping ahead of this chapter because this is an important chapter of integration where you've got to like travel away from it. Like you're not just going to teleport. And so it's kind of like choosing what cups you want to take with you and what cups you want to leave behind. It kind of looks like he took one with him since there is like one missing, and that's kind of how I'm seeing that. But yeah, it is also about like, do I want to pick certain fights or do I want to like, I feel like this is a lot about reflection. There's a lot of reflective energy here. Yeah, like what cycles with the Devil reverse, what cycles do you want to carry on? What cycles do you want to break? But what else? I feel like there's something I'm missing. Like, as much as it's important to move forward, it is also important to reflect and resolve internal conflicts. What's that one? I forgot the law that it's called, but it's like the law, I think is it of sacrifice or something? Transmutation? I don't know, but it's like you have to give something up to make room for something new. And that's why when the universe is bringing in something new for you, it often clears out a lot of things. And I feel like this is a clearing out season. I feel like this is a time to reflect over the last year, really take those lessons and like integrate them. And yeah, Three of Pentacles. Take those lessons, integrate them, and choose how you want to build moving forwards. Who do you want to build with? Like, what are your priorities? What are the things you want to take with, and what do you want to leave behind? And I think this is a big thing about boundaries as well, because if you're overextending, you're not going to be in a place where you're, like, if you're overextending to others, you're not going to be in a place where you can extend the necessary amount to yourself, if that makes sense. So don't overextend, because you can't, it's like that's a cycle that you need to close for whoever this collective is. You have a tendency to overgive, to people please, to overextend, and you need to close that cycle out before the universe is going to be able to bring in the next thing that's meant for you. And this is a decision. This is something you have to decide on. And I feel like the universe has really like been playing like a hand in this for a long time, and now it's kind of backing off. So if it feels like there's a lack of connection with the divine, it's really just like a test. Like, what are you going to do now that you've been given the opportunity to change? Do you want to stay on this timeline, or do you want to move forwards? Yeah. And it's like it all is up to you, kind of. So it's like the wheel can turn either way. 808. It does feel like financial stability is in the works. But once again, discernment. If a job is not able to accept you at what you're able to give, maybe you should consider looking for something else. Because it's hard to believe, especially like with a job market like this, but it's like where one door closes, another's going to open. And this is like a moment of also you can like realize, well, who do I want to collaborate with? Like, start thinking of like what you want your situation to be, so that you can eventually turn it into a physical reality, if that makes sense. So it's like, start putting it out into the ether, start conceptualizing it so that it can eventually grow, solidify, and become a reality, something that's actually in your physical existence. 1, 2, 3, and 909. So also be discerning about what connections are draining you of your energy, because it feels like some people aren't like seeing you for what you're worth, and that can be really taxing and tolling. You shouldn't have to dim your light. You shouldn't have to dim your sparkle for anybody. But sometimes you're going to have to draw a hard line. Sometimes that might result in the end of relationships. But honestly, do you want to keep those relationships that are making you be a lesser version of yourself? You know? I feel like there's a fear of the change, but honestly, once again, this is all your choice. Like, you totally don't have to do any of this. But if you want to change your timeline, you're gonna have to make a change. So hopefully this helps.